Did you know that not all water is
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Hi, and welcome to Cherie's All Over the Place. I am your host, Cherie, and I will be all over the place talking about love, relationships, finances, health, wealth, everything that you will need to change the trajectory of your life. I'm all over the place for you. So without further ado, let's get started on today's topic. So it's 2021. Happy New Year. And we have the first Black Bachelor. Now, the TV show The Bachelor has been out for about 19 years. I think it started in 2002. 19 years later, we're just getting our first Black Bachelor. Okay, better late than never. His name is Matt James. He is from North Carolina, and he was raised by his mom, a very handsome man, might I add. And he has 32 contestants to choose from. So first of all, the whole concept of The Bachelor, I'm surprised has lasted as long as it has. It's got a real little pimp feel to it. So you get this one person that has their take at all of these women or men, if you're bachelor or bachelorette, and you can fondle them and caress them and bump and grind and do whatever you want in all these rooms. In the end, you hope to find the love of your life in holy matrimony. So I guess it's worked for some and others not so much. But I'm not here to to go against the grain. But what I do want to point out is that The Bachelor in 19 years has just gotten the first Black man to be a bachelor. So now my problem with this is it's the optics for me. And so I just want to see what your take on this is. If The Bachelor, the first Black man, does not choose a Black woman, what is that going to look like? Now, by no means am I saying that he has to choose a Black woman, because I'm for love and you find love where you find it. But what I am saying is, what does this look like for Black women when we keep getting picked over, when we're not chosen? You see what I'm saying? So he can pick whomever he wants. He has a Caucasian mom, so it's likely that he can pick whomever he wants. He has a diverse upbringing. I celebrate and applaud that. And by no means do I want to put the world, what's wrong with the world, on his back, and what's wrong with The Bachelor on his back. That would be totally wrong. But I'm just speaking up for the sisters to say, how is that going to look when we just never see Black on Black love celebrated? Black on Black love has not been celebrated on this show in 19 years. A Black bachelorette never chose a Black person as her love interest. That was 2 times. And now we have a Black bachelor. Who will he choose? We're like on the edge of our seats waiting, and they picked a fine eligible bachelor. So again, whoever he picks, it is what it is. But I just want to know, how will Black women feel about his choice? Or will we feel anything? I don't know. But at some point, it has to be something about being overlooked again. Now, my teacher coined this phrase, boldly inclusive. And I'm so on board with this phrase, because at some point we have to be boldly inclusive, where we include all nationalities, shapes, sizes, colors, people, whatever preference somebody has. We have to be able to include them. And for the longest, Hollywood has been boldly exclusive, because they have boldly excluded Black people from having roles where we're shown in different light. Just think back. It wasn't too long ago before the Cosby Show came out, and the world was in an uproar because we had a Black doctor and lawyer raising Black children. And people were like, no, that's not the way the world is. But it is the way the world is. It's just that Hollywood doesn't depict it. So even if we think back to our nursery rhymes, the Grinch, he was boldly excluded. But when he became included, he changed the trajectory of how the Whoville starts. I love the Grinch, by the way. And Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We just got past Christmas. Now, he had a shiny nose. They talked about him. They ostracized him. But when they included him, He was the Holy Grail. He was the light. He was the beacon of light. It changed everything. So have we not learned, even in our children's tales, that we must be boldly inclusive? And we just have to change the imagery that Black people, that Hollywood depicts Black people as. For example, women, Black women, we're depicted as ghetto. We're angry. We're all these negative connotations. But when a non-Black person portray these images of what Black women typically do, then they're considered cutting edge. They're considered edgy, on trend, and it's just not right. Now I'm gonna share a story with you. Growing up, even for our lips, our full lips, our voluptuous bodies, we were ostracized for it. But now that it's become normalized, we still don't get the credit for it. Growing up, and even to this day, I was teased for having full lips. Now I'm getting personal. You should have a close-up. I should be looking at another camera because I'm about to share experience. But I was ostracized for having fuller lips. JJ Walker, soup coolers, all the negative things that I was teased about. So for years, and even today, as bold and beautiful and confident as I am, I still find myself sucking in my bottom lip so it doesn't appear so full. That's a mental tick. And again, it's the optics for me about the Black bachelor not choosing a Black counterpart for love. And again, I want him to find love. And if it's not in a Black woman, so be it. I'm not angry about that. It's none of that. It's just the optics. It's just these little mental ticks that people don't realize what type of impact they have on us. But now full lips are celebrated. People do pouty lips for pictures, poking their lips out. And for years, I'm a woman of a particular age, for years, I've sucked my lips in. But now that it's celebrated, it's okay to do it. But I still find myself holding my bottom lip in because I was ostracized for having full lips. So at some point, I'm just saying, we just have to be able to celebrate our culture and not scrutinize it. Even with our names, even in names, the Ishas and the Tatianas and the 3-syllable names, we're ostracized for that. And we even started to ostracize ourselves when it became normal that we said, oh, your baby name Moesha, they're gonna put her resume in the garbage can. They're not gonna even hire her. Wow. And I've been that person that made those jokes. But the older you get, you know better, you do better. And it's like, that's a person's name. How can you doom them? And they haven't even uttered a syllable, and we've already doomed their existence to be subpar. Because Becky, Amy, Mario, Jose, those names aren't ghetto, and they're not. And I'm not saying that we should make fun of those names, because we shouldn't. That's their culture. So if Isha, or Moesha, or Tatiana, or whatever, 3 Dejanay, that's our culture. Those names should be celebrated. So at some point when we know better, we have to do better. So you ask, what does this have to do with The Bachelor? For me, it's just the optics. It's just the optics of what will it look like if yet again, Black women are passed over. What would that look like? So I want to bring up something. Not too long ago, there was a video circulating on the internet, and it's called Hey Queen. And we have powerful Black women like Michelle Obama, Debbie Allen, Jill Scott, Angela Davis, Cicely Tyson, Kerry Washington, bold, beautiful Black women that have made it. They are the epitome of success. They are the epitome of success. They've made it. And they're sending us these, they sent this message out. They did a video and they're saying, hey, Queen, you're beautiful, you're bold, you can do it, we need you. Don't you dare die with those ideas because the world needs them. I mean, it's just what every Black woman needed to hear. Although they were talking to all women, as Black women, we felt like that was really for us. We needed to hear that. Do you know how many times I got that text to me? My friends from out of the state was like texting me that, like, here, let me sing you this. And it was so uplifting. We need that. We need to know that we are more than enough. So again, it's the optics for me. At some point, Hollywood and television and media and advertising and even ourselves in our own communities, it has to be shown that Black women, Black men, and Black children are winners and that we are winning. So to Matt, I pray that you find love wherever you find it. And for clarity, by no means, any way, shape, or form am I saying that he must choose a Black person. He must choose whomever his heart reaches out to. I wish that for him. I wish that for him, and there's no buts about it. Going forward, I just want to see how this will affect Black women if we're not chosen, or what other avenues or what other platforms will open up that will normalize that Black beauty and Black women is okay. And I challenge you to this. Look at the commercials and see how many Black women are portrayed on television and commercials. If it's a mixed couple, either the man is white and the woman is Black, but mostly it's the man is Black and the woman is white. We're almost non-existent. We're invisible almost. So I'm just demanding for us to be visible. Again, Matt, I congratulate you for accepting the challenge to normalize Black men being able to have their pick of the best of the best. And again, I pray that you find genuine love in whomever you find it in. So that is all for me today. Thank you so much for tuning in to Cherie's All Over the Place. And we will be watching The Bachelor to see who is the lucky lady. And hopefully Matt does find true love. Again, I am all over the place, and I'm all over the place for you. Be you, because everybody else is taken. Until next time.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Three, two, one.
Here we go.
It's 2021, and we're still dealing with COVID. It's not over, but there is finally hope. What are you doing with your downtime? Now is the time to focus on ideas you never had time for. Do you have a movie idea for Netflix, a TV series, a web series, or vodcast show? Let us create your video pitch. Content is king, and great content makes money. We use live actors, green screen,